All right, light on. Even though last night I didn't think so. All right, hello, people. It's kind of weird. I really wasn't going to do a stream today, but I said, what the hell? So, future sale, all right. Man, I tell you what, props to the coin community, because I've been on 2 coin streams, and I've went from like 110 to 120. I've actually gained like 10 subs in the last 2 days from the coin community, And Jamie, the guy I was talking to last night, or night before, from Hawaii, YouTube didn't give me his notification in time. I missed like the first hour of his stream, but I ventured in. He did a coin contest. I randomly picked 9 because he was doing numbers, because 9 is Drew Brees, and I somehow won the thing. So hey, more props to him. Well, Atlanta was playing Tampa, so unfortunately, shit was gonna happen like that. So I'm glad the Panthers lost, because I freaking hate them. But yeah, I just got done watching a bit of a stream. Hey, James Roy. Yeah, like I said, I just got watching Jamie's stream, Jamie Coin Hunter's stream, and I won a bunch of coins from him. So hey, it's cool. I wasn't expecting it. I just randomly go with the number 9. Drew Brees' number 9. Gives you good luck. Now, if number 9 can help me find a job pretty soon, I'm all for it. So, Cam Newton sucks ass. I don't even call him Cam Newton. I call him Scam Newton, because he totally sucks. He's absolutely worthless. So, let me see if I can do this with the light off real quick. All right. Yeah, I'm still seeing. It was just when I first started this a few minutes ago, it was way dark. Yeah, I don't need the freaking light on in the middle of the day. I'm trying to save electricity here. Got the house to myself, so I'm rolling and balling like for the next day and a half, 2 days. It's just me. Yeah, I did a video last night in complete darkness, except for the brightness on my computer, or the night before, and it was fun. But yeah, one of the Saints, yesterday, Jim Taylor passed away, former LSU and Saints player, was on the 1967 squad. He passed away. And today, like I put it on my Twitter, one of the Saints Hoodats, Lowell Hoodats, got his own online radio station. He passed away of a heart attack. And he was on Twitter last night talking about, hey, I can't wait till the Saints play and stuff. And, I think he was like 45, so I don't know why God's taking away all our freaking Saints fans. I'm sure he's got a plan, but, hey, Jamie, there you are. Hey, I appreciate you. With your giveaway, I really wasn't going to guess a number. I was just going to sit back and let everybody else do it. But I usually always pick 7 or 11. I lost the Powerball last night. I got one freaking number. So I just randomly picked 9 out of my head. And sitting on throne kind of helps too. But much appreciated. I welcome you for. I kind of missed. I was watching it, but I was kind of in and out. And I forgot to do the hashtag again. Well, the Who Dat chat is the We Are the Who Dat Nation page. This chat is, I talk about everything here. Jamie Coin Hunter is the coin person. And I have to give props out, like I said in the beginning, to the coin people, because the last 2 coins live streams I've gained like 10 subs. So that's a community, and I don't really know how to film stuff as far as like per se. I can do live streams. I showed a lot of my coins the other day to Jamie and bills and stuff like that. I could probably do that again in the future. Okay, James, appreciate you. Just come back whenever you can. Freaking YouTube didn't notify me that Jamie was online. I just happened to check my fantasy football team and saw he was broadcasting. So I got to go back and watch. I'm going to go back and watch the first hour or whatever I missed of your live stream. It's only fair since you watched me for 3 hours ramble. So it's only fair. So I'm going to go back later and watch your live stream, what I missed. I really wasn't. I might just watch the whole thing because I bits and pieces I was paying attention to. You know, I remember you said 1925 penny. I know that. I commented on that, and I know you said nickels and pennies. I have to go back and see. I don't remember exactly what you said you were giving away. Sometimes my short-term memory kind of sucks. So I'm going to go back and watch that. But, yeah, people chat. Well, on this chat, I have my Morgus fans. I have some Saints fans, LSU fans, my chat room people that I talk to in various chats, Saints fans. Well, I think I said that before. Now, the coin community, because so many coin communists are following me. So now I got another, so it's kind of a hodgepodge thing. And I've done metal detecting a few times, but I got my flippy phone. I don't really know how to fool with YouTube other than live streams. So if I did a video, I'd have to have my friend post it for me. I found 6 cents and hose nozzles. That's all I've ever found in 5 trips of doing metal detecting. I have the metal detector's in my closet, but I have the thingamajig. Beep, beep. Hope that don't interfere with the laptop. But I have that thing. So, and it works when you do coins. It'll go beep. Well, you heard it. I don't know what that means. ASMR. I have no idea what that means. I'm not up to all these terminology things. I keep seeing it on Twitter, though. There's this account, and I think it's like a cosplay account. She keep putting ASMR, and I don't know what the hell that is. Somebody showed me this account, and I'm like, well, I don't know. So, I have to look that up and figure out what the hell that means. But on my fantasy team, I had Trubisky. I let him go. Trubisky winds up getting a lot of points. Miami beat Chicago. That's good. ESPN told me to stay away from Frank Gore, and I did. And I don't know why. I'm losing by 20 points right now, and it doesn't look good. Andy Dalton got me 17.2. However, when I last checked Trubisky, he was at 26-something. And Trubisky finished with 27-3. So I lost points on the table there. Not only did I lose points on the table for that, what was I thinking of? Okay, yeah, I got points. But overall, I lost points because the Bears got me a -1. And every week they've been getting me 10 or over. So that kind of sucks there. Where am I at? Okay. KC versus New England. I don't really care too much about those teams. They're both AFC teams. I'm not a Patriots fan, although a lot of people seem to be Patriots fans. I'm not a Patriots fan, but the Chiefs are undefeated, I believe. So I don't know. Personally, I hope it ends in a tie. Best case scenario. But if I had to pick, I would say Kansas City, just because they think Patrick Mahomes is the godsend. Somehow they think Patrick Mahomes is better than Drew Brees already. Okay. Somebody will be left. Is Jamie still here? I know I haven't been really talking about coins. I try to mix it up. On my regular channel, I talk about pretty much anything. On my Who Dat channel, I try to talk about just Saints, but some people want me to talk about other stuff, so it's kind of so. But since I'm getting the coin people coming on, I do the coins and stuff like that. And I showed them in my last video. I showed a lot of things, but I guess I think my email is on my YouTube. I don't know. But if you sent me a DM, I can't check DMs on YouTube. I never could. I don't know how to do that. I mean, there's a way where you can do messages and stuff, but I don't really know how to fool with that. I mean, my email is fieldguy316@gmail.com. So there it is. Just a little pointer. Deshaun Jackson always chokes. I didn't watch. I heard something about the last play of the game. Tampa Bay pulled off like a River City relay and almost scored. I don't know. I didn't see it. But there was a Saints article that came out and said why you should root for Atlanta today. I don't care who the fuck Atlanta's playing. I'm not rooting for Atlanta ever. I don't care if it means that the Saints can win the Super Bowl. I'm never rooting for Atlanta. When everybody rooted for Atlanta to beat New England, I'm like, fuck no. I am rooting for goddamn New England. I hate Tom Brady, but I certainly fucking hate the Matty Ice more. Or melted ice. And he tied Joe Montana for all-time touchdowns with like 273. Like, I think 13th place or something. And that's a fucking accomplishment? Oh, I'm Matt Ryan. I threw for 273 touchdowns. Shit, our quarterback threw for 499. Get back to me when your quarterback's got 500 or more. Brady's got like 501, I think. And he'll probably get 2 or 3 tonight. So Brady will probably be about 5 or 6 ahead of Brees. But he's about 4,800 yards behind. There's no danger of Tom Brady ever catching Brees in the passing record. There's no really any there's nothing like that. So, you don't have to worry about that. I posted on Twitter, Carolina lost, rejoice. 24 people reliked it so far. So I'm doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. But I got to stop paying attention to freaking ESPN BS and Oh, I got another subscription, I think. No, wait. All the coin people. I've been a coin person for years, since I was probably 10, 12. So, the coin community is pretty cool. So I may cut out a niche on this, and because I've had a direction of where I want to go on the channel and have ideas. I'm still going to talk about whatever I want to talk about, but I may start doing a lot of more coin videos. I mean, if it works, whatever works, whatever brings the people here. And yeah, I would never root for a rival team either. Fuck the Falcons, fuck the Panthers, fuck the Bucks. Simple as that. And if you're as old as me and remember when the Saints was in the NFC West, fuck the 49ers and fuck the Rams just as equally. And if you remember when the Saints came in the league and they were in the Capital Century Division in 67, 68, fuck the Cowboys and fuck the Eagles too. And probably the Redskins and the Giants. Fuck all of them. Drew Brees in 190 pass attempts, 0 interceptions. No one else can say that. Drew Brees is the only starting quarterback with 0 picks. No one else can say that, and they still shitting on my quarterback, and it pisses me off. Drew Brees is the greatest quarterback in NFL history. Oh, I'm only 38. I'm not that old. I'm not dating back to 1967. I just know my history. But when I grew up in the 90s, the Saints were in the NFC West. They didn't do realignment until 2002. That's when the NFC West became the NFC South, and we picked up Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was in the NFC Central with the Packers and the Bears and the Lions. And they picked up somebody. I don't know. It's just Oh. I don't know. I noticed that a lot of people that sub to me are between 16 and 21. So I must be getting a millennial age, which is fine. Yeah, I'm on the closer side to 39, unfortunately. I feel old. I just let my beard grow, but I got to shave it pretty soon. So, it is what it is. It's actually pretty bright outside right now, but I got the brightness up. That's why it looks like it's a heaven shot. I'm descending into the heavens. But yeah, it's all good in the hood. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff. You know, since all the coin people follow, I'm gonna do a coin thing. But well, I have to. I have to start looking. You know, I've been looking for. You know, I lost my job a while back, so I gotta. You know, unfortunately, I gotta shave because you know you going into job interviews, they're gonna look at you like you're. You know, we're not gonna hire this guy. Although I did go into an interview one time, I forgot to shave and I got hired, so I don't know. But this is only like 2 months growth. I've had a ZZ Top beard when I used to work at Wally World years ago. I had it down to like my freaking like well, you can't see, but I've had it pretty far down. I let it grow for like 3 or 4 years, and then I shaved it. But the last 5, 6, 7 places I've worked at, they let me grow facial hair. So hopefully the place I get a job at soon lets me grow facial hair because I hate fucking shaving because my face, no matter how much stuff I put on my face to cool it off, my face gets the red swollen bumps and the burns, and I got the rosacea going on and my face will turn red as a beet. And it's just embarrassing to go out in public and look like a dumbass. Shit, ladies like the beards. Let me tell you something. People always told me growing up, ladies don't like facial hair. That's fucking bullshit. Every lady I fucking talk to loves facial hair, okay? So, they like, don't shave. But I mean, you know, putting in applications, hopefully getting some interviews pretty soon, I'm going to have to shave and look my best, obviously. And then after that, if it's a job where they let me keep my beard, then it's not gonna get shaved. It's gonna freaking grow back. This is only 2 months worth. My beard grows pretty fast. I had it like down to here. In my older videos, I had it way down. And you can go back and see like 8 months, 9 months. I try to trim it, but you know, well, I don't think that's coming out anytime soon on the YouTube. I think they frown upon that. YouTube don't like body parts. It's bad enough that a lot of these people do the earwax videos and YouTube frowns upon that, and they're starting to bust the Dr. Pimple Popper for like cutting out cysts and stuff. They're starting to get on her ass, and I'm like, she's making y'all money, you know? So I don't know. I haven't had too much good luck with the Coinstar lately, unfortunately. I don't know if it's supposed to rain today or not. I may walk to Wally World in a bit, check the Coinstar. Maybe I'll find me some money here and there. I got some good luck going on since I won Jamie's contest, you know. So I recommend everybody sub him, Jamie Coin Hunter. I mean, for 16 years old, he's a pretty knowledgeable coin person. And in starting his channel, he started his channel a week ago, and he's already got more subs than I do in like years. But then again, I really didn't start doing these videos till April, until I saw the YouTube Google Chrome beta. That's the only way I can get on here. I live about 35 minutes to 40 minutes outside of New Orleans. I grew up in Chalmette, which was basically right there on the river. So I was pretty much there. And I've been living out here since 97. So my family moved out here, and I was 17. And, you know, so if it wasn't for that event, I'd probably still be living down there, which I want to move back to Chalmette eventually before I pass away, whenever that is. Hopefully it's not for 50 years. Yeah, I live in Louisiana. I live like 10 minutes away from the Mississippi border. Yeah. But it's it is what it is, I guess. I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I live in Louisiana. I don't ever plan on moving. My brother wants to move to Washington, Oregon next year. My other brother, both of my brothers at one point lived in New Jersey, and they lived in various states. My brother moved to New Jersey, came back. He went to New Jersey again. He came back. Now he wants to move to Oregon or Washington. My other brother currently lives in Ohio. He lives somewhere in the vicinity of the Buckeye Stadium. I don't know where. I don't know the address, but he's lived in a few states. He's lived in Louisiana, Mississippi, New Jersey, and Ohio. So that's 4 states he's lived in, and he probably may move back soon. I don't know. I don't know his long-term goals. Me, of course, my mom wants to move for years and years. She's been wanting to live in Colorado. I don't know what the hell's up there. I have been in Alabama one time, and I think I went to Montgomery or something because I have a little a little toothpick holder. That's really odd. An Alabama person like an LSU. Although then again, there are people in Atlanta who are diehard Saints fans. The Saints have a lot of Ohio State players. Michael Thomas, Ted Ginn. We had JT Barrett. I don't know if we still have him. There's 3 or 4 of them. I can't remember all of them. The Saints like to draft from Ohio State because Sean Payton's got a relationship with Urban Meyer. So pretty much you're guaranteed to have an Ohio State person on the Saints every year. You think with all the in-state talent we have in LSU, you think we'd be drafting LSU players. No. And I so like this whole Patrick Peterson rumor. The Cardinals are willing to trade him for draft picks. Okay. We don't have a first, and I don't think we have a third. I'll give up a 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th for the motherfucker. Actually, someone on Twitter said to get Patrick Peterson, you give up Ken Crawley and a 2nd-round draft pick. I am all good for that. In fact, I will throw PJ Williams in there. So, oh, definitely defense. Definitely. I mean, we could get another wide receiver. If Brandon Cooks wasn't so much of a whiny bitch and complained and got jealous over Michael Thomas, imagine, whatever. I don't think you could ban people in here. I don't think you can. You can just mute them. Because on the other page, I have 4 mods on this page. They just never... Oh, no problem, Jamie. I think you can only time them out. I wish I could ban people. I don't know how to ban people. There, Merry Christmas. I have 4 mods on this channel. They never come on here. So, I don't know. So, now you're a mod. Merry Christmas. But yeah, I always get spam. I always get people like this Hexrex asshole person. I don't know who they are. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's kidding. I don't know. But I always get people that freaking like to come on my page and troll me. And it pisses me off. Go troll. If y'all want to, if you really want to troll somebody, go troll those YouTubers that have like 5 million subs where no one's going to notice you. And you can get away with shit like that. And millions of people will actually see your name. Why come on a page with 100+ subs? And I guess because only 2 or 3 people are paying attention, you get noticed. So, anyway, like I said before, Jamie, I was... Oh, I know what he said. I deleted that message. I deleted him. I don't know if you can ban somebody. I really don't. I'm assuming you can. I don't know. I made 3 or 4 girls mods for my chat room, but they don't come on here anymore. So one time, and I made one of them a mod, and she didn't do anything as far as banning people. She goes, "Oh, I think he's kidding," and I'm like, "Well, mute him." And she didn't do it. I'm like, I made you a mod so you can handle this shit. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. What's the point? It's so I don't have to fool with this shit. But I mean, if somebody comes on my page and does shit like that, then yeah, mute them. Because this is, my friend's page, especially when I have the coin people come on here like Jamie. Oh, I don't know if you PM'd me or something about when I won your contest, Jamie. So I don't know. I don't know how to fool with DMs and YouTube. So I'm not married, you piece of crap. There we go. No problem. I gotta mute this little bastard here. Wait a minute. All right. See that bastard's name? Do something with him. Hide him or something. See, they're starting to come out the woodworks. I don't see any other channels have too many spammers like this. I go on live streams and no one spams. For some reason, they like to spam me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, I thought didn't I delete his messages? I don't know. I guess I did. But yeah, if you see something like that, then, use common sense, whatever. Just whatever. Hey, Awesome Joe, what's going on? Awesome Joe, hey, 6 people's watching. All right, I hope all the coin people's coming in. If y'all from the coin, if y'all just sub me today and doing the coins, I'll show you some coins like I did before. So all the coin people, I got like 10 subs in the last 2 days from the coin people, because it's we sub, you sub. So it's pretty cool. So I think I'm up to about 120 now, which is pretty freaking awesome. So maybe I'll hit a 200 goal yet. You never know. So yes, if you like Awesome Joe, and who doesn't, and you like, music lyrics and game stuff, then feel free to sub to Awesome Joe. Awesome Joe Productions. I just wish my friend was still involved with the whole concept there, See, now, my friend, why is Jason he never follows me on YouTube. I sent him a link. He never follows me on anything yet. I follow him on everything. One of these days, I ain't talked to him in like probably 2 years because I've been really busy with life. Except on Facebook, I talked to him. I'm assuming he's still got the same. Well, don't give it out, but I'm assuming he's still got the same phone number from like 2 years ago. But if not, I can, I'll find his number because I know I have friends who know his number. But I'll be like, hey man, what the hell? Hook me up. He said he was gonna sub me on YouTube. He never did. So, my old phone. I think I have his number on my old phone. I'll figure that out one day. But we're all busy with life, so I used to talk to him a lot. But it's been probably It's probably been a good 2 years since I talked to him, other than Facebook. A lot of my friends I lost touch with after Katrina, so I mean, I don't know if they passed away or what. I only have a few friends I hang out with out here. One day, I really want to move back to the parish one day. I hate it. I've been gone for so long. I've made probably 5 or 6 trips in the 20 years I've left. It kind of sucks when I don't have a car. I can't drive down there all the time. A few years ago, I went to Rocky and Carlos and the Battlefield. That was pretty good. I usually go to Chalmette Battlefield because that was my favorite place growing up. And the the two guys who were doing the Drew Brees march on the check down, they were walking from 70,000 yards, and they started somewhere, and they said, "Oh, we got 8 miles left to go," and they were walking out of a building, and I could see them going around a circle. Then I noticed, okay, I know where they're at because I saw the obelisk. So I said, "Oh, they're in the Chalmette Battlefield," and they're sitting there filming footage, and they go, "Does anybody walk down this long road?" And I'm like, "You're walking down where the cars go." They were walking down the entrance. I mean, the entrance exit. And they said, "We walked around this whole park, and there's absolutely nothing." And I'm like, then they walked around where the bar guard house. They walked around there. And I'm like, at one time, they used to have the neighborhood there, and they used to have all the crap. That's why they got that road in the back. If I had a boat, I'd freaking go out that way and just, because it's right there. As not everybody knows, but as you know, Awesome Joe, Chalmette's right there from New Orleans. You just get on the Mississippi River, and you're like 8 minutes away, if that. I mean, fuck, you can see New Orleans from goddamn Chalmette. you could see the damn Superdome from Chalmette. Really, I mean, it's not too far. So, oh yeah, New Orleans is awesome. Just don't go on Bourbon Street at night. They like to shoot people sometimes. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah. I don't know if any of the coin people were watching me or not. If they do, I hope they would let me know, since I don't know who's on here without a comment. So, it is what it is, I guess. So, anyways, I gotta get back in touch with my old friends. There's 2 or 3 of them that still live down there. There's always naked people on Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street has like 7 million strip clubs. Although the freaking state of Louisiana is trying to close half of them. Idiots are trying to. They tried to make the legal stripping age limit 21 instead of 18. They failed. They said it was unconstitutional. So they said, "All right, draft another bill. We'll pass it." So they're trying to. They wanted to do it against child trafficking and whatnot, but I don't know. If you're 18, you're not a child. You turn 18, you're an adult. If you can die for your country at 18, why can't you do other stuff? I mean, if a damn woman turns 18 and she wants to strip naked and make a living that way, hey, that's her business. More power to her, because as guys, we don't normally think with our brains a lot of the times. Especially rich people. They just go, "Here you go, take some money." I mean, it don't show much. All we see is boobies and money, and they got us right where they want them, right where So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you can die for your country at 17 or 18, why the hell can't you drink a beer at 18? Like, seriously, 3 extra years is going to make you mature faster? I mean, women practically mature when they're 15 or 16 anyway. Guys, it takes longer, obviously. God made us a little messed up in the brain, I guess. So, I don't understand the whole thing. If you can die for your country at 18, or let's say 17, why can't you drink a beer? Why can't you strip if you want to? I mean, 18 is an adult. Not, if they want to pass it as 21, whatever. But in my eyes, when you graduate high school, you're an adult. Then they want to argue, well, you really need 4 years of college to grow up. Some people do, because some people in their 20s can't make up their reasoning. Me, when I was in my 20s, I was doing whatever. You can buy a car at 21. You can buy a car at 16 in Louisiana. I don't know about that rule. Unless they changed it. I mean, why the hell wouldn't you be able to buy a car? My brother bought a car when he was 16. Then again, I don't have a license. 20 years ago, I went to the DMV. Well, Alabama's a backward state, apparently. I don't know. They just have so many bad laws. I never applied to get a license, so and I bought a car before. I bought one for my mom. Never bought one for myself. You know. So when I get the money, I'm going to buy a car and this and that. So by that time, I'll be 39. It's like I'll be the old man. I'll be the old man in the room with like 16-year-olds learning how to drive. I know the basics on how to drive. I've done it with my dad a few times. I basically know how to drive. It's just that I never really had the money, or maybe it was the interest to do it. I don't know. I'm not really a keen. I can live. The only thing where it affects me by not driving is like in the situation I'm in now. Looking for work, it's got to be close up, or if I can take a bus or a shuttle. I hate doing that, but you got to do what you got to do. But, you know, I don't get this whole 20. Why would you have to be 21 to buy a car? So basically, you can't do shit till 21. Well, I have 3 cars that if I had the money for, I would buy. The original Hummer, because Hummers are fucking awesome. A DeLorean, because DeLoreans are fucking awesome. And probably a Dodge Charger because of a Dukes of Hazzard car. Of course, I'd probably get like a Porsche or a Lamborghini too if I had the money. Mercedes-Benz, no. Fuck Mercedes-Benz, no. They pledged their loyalty to Atlanta, so I'm not dealing with them. Whatever car I wind up getting, it's probably going to be a piece of shit that drives me from A to B. And they're going to charge me out the ass. Probably going to charge me like $300 insurance a month because I never had a license before. But at least I'm not alone. I know people. I used to work with a guy. He was like 65, and he never had a car in his life, and he bought a car one day, and he's like, "Oh," he goes, "I've driven before. I just never got around to getting a car," because he always worked right down the street from where he lived at. Which me too. Most of the jobs I've had, with the exception of the last 2 or 3, were right down the street, so I was walking there. So why am I going to buy a car? And a lot of times I didn't have the extra money for this, and like I said, insurance, they're going to call it, arm and a leg. Since I've never had a license, they're going to get me an arm and a leg. Gas, that's an arm and a leg. And if you're paying car notes, which I'm not going to do, I would just buy a junker, a cheapie, $100, $200, something to get me from point A to point B. My mom bought a kind of a car, and it lasted, a Mitsubishi, 97 Mitsubishi, and it lasted 10 years before she sold it. And it was one other previous owner, and all kinds of shit started to happen with it. It broke down, and some doctor just came to our house. He was looking for a car, and he goes, "I don't care long. The tires need to be rotated, and the alignment was off and stuff like that." And he's like, "I don't care. I just need a car to ride down the street." And I think she sold the car for like $200 something bucks. No, maybe 300. I forget what. And that's what she wanted for the car. And if I remember right, the guy was like, "Well, here." And he pulled out like 5 or 6 $100 bills. He goes, "Here, just take this." He got in the car and left. So maybe this guy did demolition derby. I don't know. Seriously, he just walked up and he's like, "I don't care what's wrong with the car. I just want it." Maybe he liked Mitsubishis. Oh yeah, I like the Pelicans. I don't have a Pelicans hat. I have a New Orleans Hornets hat. Don't really have a Pelicans hat. Yeah, I get pissed off a lot of times because all the freaking media wants Anthony Davis to be traded to the Lakers, and he's still got 3 or 4 more years left on his contract. I'm like, if we trade Anthony Davis, you might as well just gear up for a shitty season year after year after year. And I'm still pissed off that DeMarcus Cousins, who Anthony Davis was so loyal to, wore his jersey during the All-Star game, so loyal to that bastard, and he left. They look like women. I mean, I don't think they would look much different from the women from Alabama. I mean, it depends on what part of the section you go to. I was growing up, girls in St. Bernard was kind of so. I tried to date a few of them, and they were like looking at me like I was a fucking moron. Every girl I try to date's got like 6 kids now, I heard. So apparently they just like to spread and do what they do. There was a few girls I liked. First girl I had a crush on, her name was Amber Serpaz. And I was in 8th grade. And I wanted to date her. And she was one of those popular clique stuck-up bitches. And I would talk to her from time to time. She was okay with me because we had PE together. So she sat in back of me. Because they did it by alphabetical name, and somehow she got behind me. I don't know what it was, but she was right directly behind me, and her 2 friends on the side of me. So, I was talking to her. I considered her a friend. Of course, with the chatty girls in high school, the popular girls, of course, they're going to laugh at you. And I asked her out, and she wasn't interested. She didn't say no, but she's like, well, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. And her friends were laughing. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I asked her out a second time later on. Then she said no. I heard she's got 6 or 7 kids now, so whatever. Then I was trying to date a girl my friend liked. My friend actually wound up dating this girl for 2 or 3 years. But I heard she got 6 or 7 kids. This girl named Jenny Rainey. She was really hot. She was like smoking hot. I tried to date her. A lot of, I struck out so many times and freaking, I struck out a lot. I don't know. Now the ladies like me. I just don't date now because I got to the point where it's like, you know what? I can't afford it. I can't afford whining and dining women. I just can't. And I'm just embarrassed a lot of times to bring people home. I just don't want to do that shit. So I just stopped. But back in the day, I was kind of, both my brother's married. My other brother's got a girlfriend who's probably going to marry. Girls didn't like me back when I was a teenager and in my 20s. Now that I'm closer to my 30s and 40s, women they like me. I don't know. But it's just, I don't like them. So it's got to be, certain. I've had women with bad taste and I don't want to do nothing with, and they just, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of funny, you go to like these girls and you're not the only one. You're in competition, playing the field or playing the game, whatever the hell they want to call it. And, shit happens. It's life. I don't know. But a lot of my friends actually are still single or not and haven't been married. So I guess it's good. That's one good thing that's not depressing enough is that if you were the only person in your friend group that wasn't married and had kids, then you'd be depressed. But a lot of my friends or my age or, I have another friend, he's about 2 years older than me. So he's about 40. He don't, of course, he's got medical problems. So, he was the player back in the day. We called him the player because that man, that's another thing. Every girl I was trying to date, he wound up dating. So, and I mean, he went bald at like 18. Okay. So, it's just, I don't know. Well, everybody says they're going to give me some money, so I don't know. Biggest mansion in New Orleans? Well, there's a few places. You probably have to go in the Garden District where Drew Brees lives. Drew Brees has I've been in front of Drew Brees' house. I didn't want to intrude on him. I didn't want to go knock on his door. People do. People go knock on his door, and he opens the door if he's home, and he talks to him. I've met Drew Brees before at practice, but, shit, really? I don't want Dallas to win. I don't want Dallas to win at all. Well, Cooks has 5.3, Goff is 5.8, and Willie Snead ain't doing much of shit. I don't even know why I picked him up. Yeah, I considering there's a miracle here, I'm gonna lose another fantasy game, so I'm gonna probably go 3-3, two losses in a row. Considering, let's see. My phone was buzzing, I think. No, I thought it was. It's almost 5 o'clock already. I got my house to myself today and most of tomorrow. So I was going to go hang out and do something with my friends, but I guess they don't want to do shit. It's funny. They want to do shit when they want to do shit. Not when, it used to be the other way around. They call them up, hey, you want to do something? Okay, cool, So I don't know. It is what it is. Manson. I know what you meant, I guess. Well, I could have probably, my brother owned this house that I'm living in now up until last month and up until this month when he sold it to his ex. Well, he didn't sell it. They co-own the house. He technically he sold his share, and he moved down the street. So he lives down the street. So he don't own this house anymore. So I got to be really, and that was letting me get away with not letting me get away with a few things, but letting me with more freedom. Now I kind of don't really have that freedom anymore because now it's not too bad, but I don't know. It is what it is. One day I'm going to get me my own place, chill, the man cave, all that. I don't know. I haven't dated anybody in a long time, so I don't know. But like in the situation I was here with my brother, me, my mom, and my brother, and then my other brother, we counted each other as sort of like roommates. So we each paid an equal share of our utilities and whatnot. So, like my brother is with his girlfriend. He moved in with his girlfriend. So I'm sure they pay 50-50 on everything. And that's how it really should be, in some cases. I guess everybody got bored with me talking. See, I thought the coin people were going to come on here because they said they were going to. Maybe they did for a while, and then they left because I wasn't showing anything about coins. But I showed coins in my last video, so I'm going to start doing some coin videos for the coin people. Because I got like 10 subs off of them in the last 2 days, so they're doing pretty good. So it is all good, I guess. That's the only reason I really came on here and was doing a live stream today. Oh, I picked Alvin Kamara last year and this year. Oh, I was lucky in my draft class. In my fantasy football fantasy, I was able to pick up Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram. And then recently I just picked up Will Lutz. I had Benjamin Watson. I got rid of him. I had Gillespie at one point. He sucked. I got rid of him. I had Ted Ginn Jr. He dropped a lot of passes. He's once in a while he'll catch him with super glue or something, or stick him, which they need to bring back in the NFL. Bring back the stick him. Other than that, not too much. But yeah, we had a hell of a draft class, and I like the fact that that we got Marcus Davenport this year, and I hate the fact that a lot of people are saying we gave up 2 number ones when we didn't. We switched the number 1 and gave up a 1, so they don't know what they're talking about. Well, of course. Everybody. Drew Brees gets shit on for being the best quarterback. Max Kellerman, he's not even in my top 10. I don't know what top 10 you're watching, but I can tell you, even casual fans, even people who don't watch football knows that that Drew Brees is a damn good quarterback. Okay? I could bring you somebody from the African jungle or the Samoan jungle who doesn't know shit about nothing. And I could tell them to watch this footage. And they would sit there and go, oh, look, he threw the football. You know, it's absolutely crazy. But anyway, if I start making I don't really care about Baltimore, Tennessee. I don't care about two AFC teams. They can beat the shit. Personally, I hope Tennessee beats the fuck out of them. But if they do that, then Baltimore's going to be pissed next week. So you really want – it's kind of like a catch-22. You don't want Baltimore winning because they're on a roll against us and we're in a bye week. But then you don't want Tennessee to beat the piss out of them because then Baltimore will get pissed, just like Washington got pissed and beat Carolina, especially with all the upsets that happened in college football yesterday. LSU went from 5 to 13, okay? So they beat Georgia, and they go from 13 back to 5. So the AP voters can't make up. Apparently, if you win, you go up 8 spots. If you lose, you go down 8 spots, depending on the order. So next week we play Mississippi State. Then we play Alabama. If we beat Alabama, that'll be 4 top 10 teams we beat. Not only that, if we beat Bama and Bama wins next week, if they're playing, we will have beaten the number 1 team and the number 2 team in the college football season this year. And especially if we beat Alabama, there's no doubt in our mind we're going to win out and get into a college football playoff. I didn't even watch the game or listen to the game against Georgia because I was so convinced that the way they played against Florida – it's not that I'm a diehard LSU fan like I'm a Saints fan, but it's just like they played so shitty last week against Florida. I'm like, they got no chance against Georgia. They don't. And then I look at the score and I'm like, how the fuck are we winning? And then we won by 20 points. So anything is possible, you know. Alabama could go 0-12 and somehow win a national championship. You know, they pay off people. Nick Saban, they pay off people. Alabama people, they pay the Alabama Crimson Tide athletic director. They bribe everybody. I mean, you know, right now, if Alabama lost their last 5 games, somehow they would get in the playoff race. Because they'd be like, well, they were undefeated, but then they lost, and not only that, they would make Alabama the number 1 ranked team. I'm dead serious. Alabama could lose every game the rest of the season and still be ranked number 1 in the AP poll. That's how much bias they have. So, you know, it is it's just a lot of BS. So, I don't know. Well, all these damn scammers and bullshit profilers and morons are coming back apparently because they have nothing else better to freaking do than sit there and oh, I thought I hid that bastard. Okay, there we go. Wait a minute. I hid this guy, and it's telling me I unhid him. I don't know what's going on. It is what it is. Nah, Bama sucks. The football team I'm talking about. Not the state, the football team. They, you know. Yeah. I had his messages muted. Okay, there we go. It don't work for me. See, like a moron like that, that's what you want to look out for. You know, somebody who just comes in and says random shit for no reason, like my dick smells. I'm like, Do I care? No. I don't know. Let's see the score. Well, all right. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to be against there, but yeah, I don't see myself winning fantasy. It's going to take a hell of a miracle. Cooks needs to get some more points. Kittle plays tomorrow night along with Alfred Morris. I need a shitload of points from them. Gostkowski plays tonight. But my opponent has the Patriots defense. He's got Rob Gronkowski and he's got Sony Michel, the New England running back. Both of those two are questionable, though. So I'm just going to have to pray Gostkowski kicks like 19 field goals in a row and makes them. No, I'm just saying in general. I didn't mean me. I'm just saying somebody will come up on the page and say that. I almost had somebody come up and say that one time. Someone sent me Someone sent me a message one time about what would I do if I was eating a hamburger during a heart attack. You know what? That wouldn't be too bad of a way to die, though. I like cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers, beers, and boobs. Can't go wrong with that situation. It's like, what would you do if you were getting motorboated by a lady and you couldn't breathe and you wind up dying? Not a bad way to go, right? I could think of way worse ways. So, like people having sex and guys having sex and having a heart attack during sex and pass away. Well, what other? I mean, hell, if you're gonna go, you're gonna go. I mean, you might as well go out banging, right? I mean, exactly. I wish I had a freaking McDonald's. They have a McDonald's near me, but it's a mile down the road. The corner right here. I have a Pizza Hut right down out my neighborhood. I go out my neighborhood. It's right across the street. Then I have a Domino's and I have a Papa John's. But all the fast food places, whatever, this and that. So, I've been chatting, Jamie. I've been chatting for like an hour now. I was going to wrap it up, but I'll stay on here a little longer, I guess. I don't mind. But we all did that. I worked at McDonald's for like 6 months. I was doing the maintenance. And one day they were like, we're going to take you off maintenance. We want you to be on the grill. I said, fuck you. I quit. You don't pay me enough money. I get there at 4 o'clock in the morning to prep everything. And the store manager would come in at 9 o'clock and she'd start cutting people. So I go outside in the parking lot. The one good thing about McDonald's is if you do maintenance and you're outside in the parking lot, people drop money. I found so much money, change in the bushes and stuff. They were like, yeah, we need you to climb on a roof and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I don't climb on shit. But I did a stint at McDonald's. I was there maybe 6 months. This was about 15 years ago. I worked at Wendy's for about, off and on for about 6 years. I have no idea who that is. I don't know them. If it's a rock band or an alternative band, that's fine. If it's country, hip hop, or rap, I don't listen to that shit. It's not music. Hello, Canadian flag. Welcome to the awesomeness that is the channel and stuff. So, but yeah, I need to figure out and bottle up exactly why, whatever. But I still find that kind of weird that with that giveaway, I was just randomly picking the number out my brain. I really wasn't even going to say a number. And I was just like, screw it. Drew Brees, non. All right. Who knew? I might have read your brain. I don't know. But if you sent me a message anywhere, like I said, I don't know where. So I put my email out there. It's on my YouTube. I can't access DMs on my YouTube. I don't think. So let's see. See, one thing I try to do is limit my chats because I don't know if people actually want to sit here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. I don't know. But all those coin people that followed me and I followed them back, I don't know if they came on here or not. So, Canadian flag. I have so many Canadian pennies, nickels and dimes, mostly pennies, because Canada was very smart about getting rid of the penny because it cost a lot of money to make. It costs so much money to make in the U.S. It costs like 8 cents to make a penny in the U.S. But we'll never get rid of the penny. They tried to do it in the 90s. It won't happen. Because pennies, since 1982, are made of zinc. 99.7% zinc or something like that. And it's got a copper painting on it. So it's basically zinc. And zinc deteriorates. That's why these pennies nowadays, I have pennies that are like this freaking small because they chip away and they disintegrate. If you put them in acid or vinegar, or if you put them underground, you do metal detecting, you dig up pennies, zinc pennies, there'll be nothing left. They'll turn green and corroded. Well, the reason why you will never get rid of pennies, at least anytime soon, is because there's a senator. I don't know if he's still a senator or not. He owns the world's biggest zinc mines. And he's the one who distributes the zinc to the U.S. mints to make pennies. So that's why you will never get. I think he's still a member in Congress. I forget his name. You can look it up. But there was a congressman in 1990 who tried to pass a bill to get rid of pennies. And he failed the first time. Then in 91, he tried again. He tried again in 92 and 94. He failed like 4 times before he lost his re-election bid. And he couldn't, I guess he retired. But pennies, on an average, keep going up every year. It used to be 3 cents. It takes 7.7 cents just to make 1 penny. So, and looking at my coin books, we used to make 2 million, 3 million. We're making like 12 million freaking pennies. Nobody likes pennies. No one picks them up. Derek Carr is battling. The Raiders suck. I don't know. First time I heard about Derek Carr getting injured, but I'm not really paying attention. I'm looking at my fantasy football and stuff, but which I'm losing 58.9 and 37.1. So I need to make up a lot of points, but my opponent's got Jared Goff. I have Brandon Cooks, so that's going to counteract each other as far as points. So that's kind of an equal bust there, a push. But I pretty much just had to fill in most of my roster because all my players are on a bye week, Saints players. So it's it is what it is. So we're all smart. Now, why did anybody ever notice that glitch where you're looking at the lot, it'll say live and you're looking at the time and it'll go 48, 49, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 51, 52. The time goes back a split second. YouTube's notorious with this. I don't know. But, yeah, I think since I'm getting all the coin people on here from various coin streams, and if you do the coins and stuff, Jamie Coin Hunter, you can follow him. He's cool. I'll probably do a coin video at one point. Matt Breida, never heard of him. Is he a quarterback? Because I don't even know who that is. I don't keep up with the 49ers roster because 49ers blow ass. They got a quarterback, C.J. Beathard, after Garoppolo went down. I don't know what he's done. Oh, running back. Well, after this week, I get Kamara and Ingram back. So why the hell would I pick up a running back? You know, I have 2 good running backs. I picked up Alfred Morris as a thing. Let me type that name in the search banks. He's probably taken though. I guarantee you. BRE. Yeah, somebody's got him in my league. Court's got him. So he's already picked up. So that would I don't think I played that dude Court yet. So he would guy I played last week, he set his roster in week 1 and just left it, and he's 4-1. I lost to him. He even had Jackson when the Tampa Bay was off last week. He only had 8 players active. Well, I had 9, and I still lost by 20. I guess CJ Beathard's doing decent. I don't know, but if I was a 49ers, I'd pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Kaepernick, what's going on, man? Yeah, I know we treated you like shit and all, but yeah, would you mind coming back? Seeing what's what." I think that's the only place he would ever actually sign with again, because the NFL blackballed him. It's just, they did, whatever. But of course, the last year or 2 he played, he sucked. Kaepernick only had 1 good year, and that's when he led him to the Super Bowl. But I mean, unless your owner tells you I don't want this guy, I'd pull out all the stops. I mean, this CJ Beathard, I think he's a rookie maybe, but because this is the first time I heard him was last year. I always think of Bobby Beathard, the old Washington Redskins, San Diego Chargers general manager and stuff, and he worked with Washington, I think, for a while. I always think of that. But yeah, all that, what you call it, ain't too bad. It's already 5 o'clock. I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning, and it's already 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Time flies. Time flies. Well, you can't get the 2012, 2013 Kaepernick because he's gone. The 15 to 16 Kaepernick, he sucks. You would get Kaepernick 3.0. You would get the Colin Kaepernick. My knee's on the ground. Let me throw a pass. But if anybody's going to pick him up, it's going to be San Francisco, I would think. Time Eagle. Time for what? It's Merry Christmas time? That's the time. Captain. That's kind of cool. When I put something to my camera, the whole screen turns yellow. And then it turns back to whatever. So I got my little flippy phone. Hello there, Captain. Mr. Scotty, 2 to beam up. Yeah. I got the other phone sitting over there too, but it's not active there, so whatever. Ah, okay. I don't know what all these icons are. Because when I click over, it says Eagle. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Shit. I don't want to start singing songs because I don't want them to pull copyright on me. Be like, all righty. Time flies when you're sitting here talking to people you know, or you don't know, or you possibly know. I don't know. But the secret to any YouTube channel success is actually paying attention to people and having a good conversation and actually doing something that doesn't make a lot of stuff and a lot of hand gestures and bob and wobbing and shiny metal objects, stuff like that. And That generally seems to work. And if all else fails, just sit there and go, hey, folks, I got to figure out this whole message thingamajiggy bobby thing. I get my PayPal activated again because they keep disactivating it. PayPal's trying to steal my $3.68 from like 5 years ago. They were like, well, you haven't logged in 5 years. Well, no, I have logged in 3 times. I logged in like 6 months ago. And then they sent me an email saying they reset my password. I got your copyright strike right here, pal. Here's your copyright strike. Where do you want it? One time I did a video and I had the radio on. And I forgot I had the radio on. I went back and I'm like, shit, I was listening to music the whole time. This is when I first, like the first 1 or 2 videos I made and no one was on here. And I had, because before I even started making videos, I already had like 82 or 83 subscriptions before I made one video. So, I mean, my Instagram, I got no post on there and I got like 100 and something, 130 likes. I would have had more, but a lot of them spam. Speaking of that crap, I got another freaking hair extension thing that pisses me off. Well, no, who that discussion's not on this one, but I keep getting those on Instagram, and I don't know why. Drives me insane. All right. Someone got me some points. Willie Snead got 4 more points. He's up to 5.2. And the Rams are in the end zone. So Goff keeps getting points because they keep throwing. So Goff, throw to Cooks. That way we can neutralize this. And oh, you got Cooper. Oh, you got Kupp too. Shit. Dude's got Goff and Kupp. No wonder I'm getting my ass handed to me. They got 8.5 between them. The score went up, but I didn't see a notification for the score. I'm only 18.9 points behind. I have a legit shot, even though the projection is 97 to 69. I don't need to play all that shit. Really, I just started a YouTube channel because, when you sign into Google, you automatically have a YouTube channel. But I don't really have a goal as far as like making money because, it's going to take a miracle for that. Willie Snead's not really a trader per se. What happened with Willie Snead is the Saints didn't want him. I mean, in a way, yeah, but Cooks, I met Brandon Cooks before we drafted Michael Thomas. He was a cool dude. Brandon Cooks just got really jealous that he wasn't the number 1 receiver anymore. And he's like, I don't want to be here, blah, blah. So, the Saints don't deal with that drama shit. So that's why they shipped him to the Patriots. The Patriots shipped him to the Rams. Brandon Cooks is a hell of a wide receiver. I mean, if he would have got over his pettiness and jealousy, imagine a lineup we would have had still with Thomas and Cooks. I mean, we already got a top 5 offense, but good Lord. And they're going to try and say that Drew Brees has never had a receiver. And they go, oh, Marcus Colston, he didn't do anything. But the man almost had 10,000 fucking receiving yards. He had like 7,800. He had like, I think it was 8,000. He had almost 800 catches. They never put that man in a Pro Bowl, which was ridiculous because they were trying to say it was a product of Drew Brees. It is true. Drew Brees will throw to different receivers. He throws to 8 or 10 a game. And eventually in that system, you are going to get catches. So, but in this system, Thomas is number 1. Tre'Quan Smith is probably a number 2, I think, right now. Ginn's probably a 3. Then whoever else you got as wide receiver, whatever. So at least trying in that direction. But, if you would have had Cooks and Thomas, but eventually when it comes down the line, you don't have the money for all of this. I've never played Call of Duty in my life. I haven't played a video game in about 8 months. I have a lot of, I used to play Madden a lot. I just got to the point where I was burnt out and I stopped playing games. I have a couple of NESs rigged up in my room. I have an N64, Super Nintendo, GameCube, PlayStation 1. Then you go in my front room, I have my Xbox, which broke. Red Ring of Death bullshit after 10 years. I fixed the power supply. Still didn't work, so I don't know what. I have to take it apart one day and figure out how to do it. Figure out how to fix it. There's a way to fix it. I'm just not sure. But I hate the thing as far as Xbox to where you don't have memory cards. All your stuff is saved on the hard drive. Like when my friend got a Call of Duty, I think it was Call of Duty, a custom Xbox. The whole thing was painted like red and it had like stripes on it. It might have been a Call of Duty, I don't know, but he had to transfer. It took like the better part of a day. He had to transfer all his information from one to the other before he gave that away. So, well, mostly. My opponent last week had Todd Gurley. He had Patrick Mahomes and Todd Gurley. And, it was a little crazy. So, let's see. Let me check something. Baltimore's in the red zone, so they were in the red zone apparently. I don't know if I'm having enough points to win this time. I don't know. Should have started Trubisky. I would have had 10 more points. I'd be looking pretty good right now. But I didn't expect the Bears to go -1. And I was going to pick up Frank Gore, but then ESPN's like, nah, Bears are top 5 defense. Don't touch him. So, I don't know. Baltimore's going to have a lot of momentum, and we go to Baltimore. I don't know if Baltimore's playing at home this week, but let me see. No, they're playing at Tennessee. Yeah, I put Willie Snead on my fantasy radar as a backup because even though he really hasn't done much, there's really, in my league, it's a 12-team league, so there's really not that many good players out there at the moment. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I think I bored Jamie already. Might have put him to sleep. I don't know. He did a long stream. I think I'm gonna go in a minute or so because I want to go to the store, check my Coinstar. If I find anything good in the Coinstar, then I'll make a Coinstar video, But I haven't had much luck with it in the last 5 tries. I just really have not had any luck. And it's just, I don't know. I think at this store, since it's in the front of the store, they check it. They have to. Because I found all those foreign coins, and they wasn't in the tray. They were on top of the thing. A few times I found like 6-7 cents of clad in the tray. But, whatever. Yeah, I'll probably stream at night. Monday Night Football. I mean, I have the house to myself until 2:30ish tomorrow. Unless for some reason I get called for an application or interview or something, but that'll be in the daytime. They don't really fool with those at night. I may have to go work at freaking Dairy Queen. They built a Dairy Queen about 5 years ago. It's about a mile down the road, and they built it on a government property. But then that government property went out of business, so they expanded on the government property route, and the whole land is still available. Most of it is still available. It's for sale. But the Dairy Queen bought a part of it, and they fought with the government for like 3 years before they finally got permission to build. And it was weird because to go in the parking lot, you had to go through the gate of the government thing. So it was a tower. So the guy was checking IDs. And I'm like, I want to go to Dairy Queen. He's like, I need to see your ID. And what it would do is the government process would be right here. Then you would have to turn to get to the Dairy Queen on the same kind of stretch. But I'm like, what the? And then a lot of people got discouraged from going to Dairy Queen because of that. They're like, why the fuck you got to show your ID to get a hamburger? So they came to an agreement. They took down the tower. And then they moved operations to another part of the state, Textron. That's what the company was called. I guess they had a bunch of military tanks outside and boats. So I guess they did some of that. I knew a guy when I worked at CVS. He worked there overnight, and he would tell me what he did, fiberglass and stuff like that. But if I do decide to make a stream tomorrow, I will make one after 7. So, and you're I don't know. I guess Alabama's still central. I don't know. But, yeah. But, when I start working again, hopefully in the next week, hopefully before that, I'd like to start working tomorrow if I can. If I don't get a full-time job, I'll have to work 2 and 3 jobs to make ends meet here. Because I have goals in life I need to accomplish. And I'm too old to be working these minimum wage bullshit jobs. Same time here. It's 5:21 here. So... But yeah, I'm too old to be working these fast food jobs. I haven't worked a fast food job in 8 years. When I hit 30, I said no more fast food. But when you're desperate, you need money. I'm not a teenager anymore. I can't sit around on my ass and there's people that think I'm in my life that think I'm lazy already, and I'm one of the hardest working people I know of. But just people think I'm lazy. I don't know. Whatever it is. This last job, somebody, for all intents and purposes, cost me my last job because I had a job. I was making $10 an hour. I was just getting ready. After 5 months, I was getting ready to be promoted to full-time, which means I would have got a $1 raise. And the person that rode me decided, I'm not going to ride you anymore. And I had a coworker that was riding me back and forth, but he smoked a lot of pot and weed, and I didn't want to get caught with that shit and go to jail, so I stopped working. I stopped riding with him, and I couldn't get to the shuttle in time, and you have to wait 2 weeks for a shuttle, and the shuttle at 9 o'clock, they stopped operating, and I was working at 10:30, even though the store closed at 9. So, and my friends drove me for a while, but it got to the point where it was kind of like it was 30 miles away from my house. 30 miles away is the rich subdivisions, the rich neighborhoods. Everything costs more out there because of retirees, but they pay more. Like this job I got, they started me off at $10 an hour. So, I mean, I was doing deli work. So I've pretty much worked everything in the grocery stores you can think of. So I'm trying to get some deli work again. So they pay me pretty good. They'll pay you pretty decent. I mean, if I get paid $9 an hour and I get at least 25, 30 hours, I can make something with that. But I'm too old to be working. They got signs down here for McDonald's. After 90 days, make $8 an hour. People can't live on fucking minimum wage. I started at Wendy's back in 2002 before minimum wage was $7.25. Minimum wage was $5.35 then. And after Katrina, they were paying me a shitload of money, but then they stopped. And I quit there several times. Walmart, I worked at for 3 years. We don't have Kroger's in this state. Walmart fired me because of some bullshit, which I really don't understand. I worked there for 3.5 years, almost 4 years. They said I was eligible for rehire. There's a Wally World, which I go down. There's a Walmart neighborhood market, which is where I go to, right on the corner of my neighborhood. They start people at $11 an hour. However, since I worked, I know it's separate. Walmart keeps their Sam's Club and they keep all their entities separate. I could try to reapply. It has been it's been almost 10 years since I worked at Walmart. But Walmart, when they fired me, they put on their thing, unsafe working environment. I was unloading the truck and, pallet was leaning and coworker I was working with took a cut cutter and started cutting it. I told him not to do it. He took a cutter, cut the shrink wrap around. The whole pallet fell on top of him. All the food, because somebody put mayonnaise jars and shit on the bottom. Anyway, because I was in the area, they held me personally responsible for him getting hurt. So I got fired because of that. He kept his job. He's still working there 10 years later. They just put him in maintenance. But I'm not even a boss. And I'm like, you could play back the footage. I'm telling him, don't cut it. Let me go get the truck, but I don't know. Walmart, look, I got written up at Walmart for not coming in on my vacation and filling up a vending machine, okay? Walmart they fuck people over. If you've never worked at Walmart before, you don't know. Walmart pays you a decent salary, but because they pay you a decent salary, that means they think they can control everything in your life. They can call you when you're at home off the clock. Of course, they pay you for this. They used to call me and bitch me and chew my ass out, and I said, I'm not even on the fucking clock. This is my day off. And they said, don't worry, we're paying you for it. I'm like, I'm at fucking home. I don't need to be chewed out at my fucking house. So I've had friends work there. They got fired. It's just Walmart pays you pretty good. However, they think they own your life. So, if you ever want to work for Walmart in the future, my advice is make sure you don't have a life. Yes, Walmart sucks. Even in Hawaii, fucking Walmart sucks. They treat the customers like shit. I got written up for spending too much time helping a customer who was handicapped. She's walking on crutches, and she's like, I need help, assistance. So, because I was the only one unloading the truck, my boss came back after 20 minutes. He said, where were you? I said, I was helping a lady. He goes, bullshit. He goes, I don't want you helping any customers. Your job is to stick back here. And I complained to my store manager. And the next day, the employee wrote me up. So next time that customer came in, I said, hey, how you doing, ma'am? I said, you see that guy over there? He told me I'm not allowed to help you anymore. And she went and chewed his ass out. He got fired, by the way. But Walmart does not give a shit. They don't value their employees. They don't value the customers. And the customers are fucking stupid for going back there and spending their money. I never stepped foot in a Walmart for years. The only reason I go to this neighborhood market is because it's the only grocery store within walking distance. 2 miles either way. It's the only store. I have no choice but to go there. But I tell people all the time, if you would stop spending your money and going there, Walmart would be bankrupt. Because you know what Walmart did last year? Or maybe it was beginning of this year. You know what they did? Walmart employees wanted a raise. So, yeah, I'll get a car one day. But Walmart employees wanted a raise. So they upped the starting pay at Walmart to $11 an hour. You know what they did? They closed over 200 Sam's Clubs locations. They didn't even bother to tell the employees. The employees went there to show up to go to work, and they had the doors were locked, and they had signs on the door saying, store is now closed. And so many people who went to work who were loyal showed up to work, bust their ass, and they lost their job just because other parts of the company wanted a raise. Walmart makes annually $600 to $700 billion a year profit, and they can't fucking afford to pay people. When I worked at Walmart, Rob Walton, CEO and president of Walmart, came to our store. That man gets so many death threats. Okay, he had 6 armed bodyguards around him with sniper rifles, walking to the store around him, and he had all the managers around him in a circle. Okay. When you got to walk into a store with 6 armed bodyguards, that's telling you something. Sam Walton was beloved. Everybody liked him. He's turning around his grave so many times. His kids, his daughter's an alcoholic, and his sons are fucking morons. They each make $30 billion a year profit from Walmart. And they refuse to put any money into it whatsoever. They are completely messed up. So my advice to anybody who's never worked at Walmart before, if you want to work at Walmart, get ready to kiss your life goodbye. Because they think they own you. They say, we employ you, we own you. They tried to pull that shit. My dad was a manager there for 8 years. He retired because of his back. They tried to pull all kinds of shit with him. I've worked at Sam's Club, and then after I got let go at Sam's Club after six weeks because of I was seasonal at Sam's Club, so they didn't need me anymore. Then I went to Walmart. I had to wait 3 weeks to apply there because the store manager was out of town. Store manager got fired for stealing stuff. In my almost 4 years at Walmart, we went through 4 store managers. 3 of them got fired for shoplifting, for stealing money. So, in fact, the last 2 jobs I worked at, the last job I worked at about 2-3 months ago, manager got fired for stealing money. The job before that I worked at, the store manager got fired for stealing money. These store managers are making $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year. Why the fuck are they stealing money for? I don't get that. Why are you stealing money if you're making... Store managers make a pretty good living. I don't care where you are. If you're a store manager, even if you're a store manager at Wendy's or McDonald's, you're making a pretty good penny. It's the little people that hurts the most. I don't know. There's my rant of the day. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go because I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm going to walk down to Wally World. Unfortunately, I'm going to go check the Coinstar machine. Maybe I'll get lucky. One time I found a 1964 D silver dime. I made a video about it. So I appreciate you, Jamie, watching me. And fieldguy316@gmail if you want to email me about the coins you were going to send me. Or if you already sent me a message somewhere, and I'll check it. And Future Seal, appreciate you, of course. You're a definition of a mod, so, it's all good. So if I come back and I find if I have a Coinstar find, I'll come back on. But if not, then you know why. So I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate the coin community. Shout out to Jamie Coin Hunter. Y'all go follow him. And go follow Future Seal. I keep saying Future Star. And because Awesome Joe nags the piss out of me so many times, go follow him too. So he's a good guy, just, So all right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. So until next time, who dat?